My name's Sarah Nielsen. I'm a nurse practitioner out at All Seasons Family Healthcare in Wasilla. We were having a typical game, and she must have gone over to the sidelines, actually right off the field of play. Someone had yelled, "Hey, she's having an asthma attack," and so from a distance I didn't know what was going on. She was laying flat on the ground with her back, on her back. And so we rushed over to her, and it didn't look like she had fallen or been hit or anything. It was out of the field of play what was going on with the game. She was unconscious and not responding. So I went ahead and checked for breathing and checked for a pulse, and she had a pulse via her carotid. And so I checked for her breathing, and she was breathing slow, but she was. Miraculously, 3 or 4 other people on the field actually were medical providers or retired EMTs, and so one of the fellas had a pulse ox in his bag. And so we attached that to her finger, and instantly I had a pulse and an oxygen saturation, which was wonderful. The pulse oximeter was helpful in Kelly's instance because I had a finger on my carotid pulse on her neck to make sure that her heart was still beating, but we didn't know exactly how effective her breaths were. So having the pulse oximeter on her finger showing 96% was a good indication that she was still getting oxygen, even though she didn't look like she was breathing as well as you would expect. And soon her breathing became more agonal. The player had called EMS, and so we continued to give rescue breaths and keep an eye on her for the next couple of minutes, and EMS arrived very quickly, and when they had got there we had just lost her carotid pulse, and so one of the fellows there started compressions while I had continued the rescue breathing. They did 4 rounds of drugs and 4 shocks, and I think on the 4th perhaps, or maybe it was the 5th shock, got back just a junctional rhythm. When Kelly was conscious in the hospital, she texted me and said, "Hey, thanks for saving my life," which I replied, you know, there was lots of us there and we all helped out, but I'm so glad you're all right. And so I was really elated and just very, very blessed to know that she was okay and made it through everything.